You, what's going on, ladies and gents? What's up? What's up? Live stream time. Well, let me take away this. We don't need this anymore. That was from last time. There we go. What's going on, guys? What's up? I see we got a bunch of people in the house. Let me share this stream out and get some more people on here. Yeah, here we go. Facebook, we are live. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We have a few things to talk about. We are live from 4 to 5 today. I am the cheapest wrestler in the world, Matt Rivera, and it is a pleasure to have you guys here today. We are live. Let's go. Join the stream, baby. I know I look like a bum today. I've been like running like a crazy person. I've been all about the cardio today. All about that cardio. All about that cardio. All about that cardio. All right. Very cool. All right, let's see who do we have in the house today? Who do we have in the house? We have Luke in the house. What's going on? Spectacular. Sammy B's in the house. What's going on, Sammy B? I've been doing well, Luke. All is well. I've been trying to make sure I am in shape for this wrestling return. So I am just doing everything in my power to, make sure I get there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. All right, let's see. Who else do we have in the house today? You know, let me share this on my little cellular device here. Let's see. Maple Aviation, what's up? I don't see that name often. What's going on, Maple Aviation? How are things with you? Don't mind me, guys. I know it seems like I'm being a little rude. I'm just going to share this out, let people know that we are in the house. Let's go. Who else is in the house here? Emmett the Lego has arrived. What's going on, brother? Welcome. Emmett is in the house. I think maybe Little Sleepiest might be in the house. Maybe Tanner. SHW City. If you guys are here, let a brother know what's going on. We have a few things to talk about today. We'll get to that in a couple of minutes. Kind of just let people enter the room. Super Chicken. What's going on, Super Chicken? Super Chicken in the house. What's up? What's up? What's going on, Johnny Lopez? What's up? Welcome to the live stream. I'm going to share this right now on my cell phone. Try to get some people in here. Let's see. Live stream. Let's go. Oh, that's what I sound like? I sound terrible. Let's see. I see your vids, but good to see you live. Yes, well, it's good to have you here live, man. Listen, I love having you guys here. I love doing these live streams. I try to do it at least every other week, something like that. And, we just get to shoot the breeze, just have these conversations. If you haven't already, don't forget to Hulk smash that like button like BAM! Hulk smash it like it owes you money. You can grab it by the neck, shake it around a little bit, whatever you got to do to that like button, to make it go up another notch. All right. Okay, there we go. SHW City's in the house. Rocky, what's going on? Out of curiosity, do you still make protein shakes the same as you did in Extreme Cheapskates? So, no, I do not. I will answer that question right now. So, since the episode of Extreme Cheapskates, I've been diagnosed with a disease called Crohn's disease. And with that, I have to be a little more cautious about what I eat. So I used to just throw the eggshells in there, throw whatever in there, basically. And I was just like, all right, as long as it's got protein, it's got some other things for extra nutrients, then it's all good. But it's no longer all good. I have to be very, very careful about what I put into my body. Because with Crohn's disease, I can have really intense flare-ups, and it's extremely painful. So, yeah, I don't really make the protein shakes like I used to. Good question, though. Good question. All right, I'm going to share this thing out. Let's see, how do I do this? Sometimes I feel like an old man. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. We are live. Let's go. We are live. Let's go. There we go. Let's see. Super Chicken. Have I ever slipped off the top rope? So, Super Chicken, funny you ask that. I am not a high flyer by any means. I am not a high flyer. I have a new series coming out talking all about professional wrestling and how to get better at professional wrestling, how to get your start in professional wrestling. That'll be premiering in August. That'll be premiering in April, but I am definitely not a high flyer. I will talk about that a bit. I'm very flat-footed, so I've never slipped off the top rope. But I do not look graceful coming off the top rope at all. Like, I am no Young Bucks. I am no Hardy Boys coming off that top rope. I look like a rock. Like you just dropped a rock out of thin air. Hey, that's pretty dope, man. Landed a front side 180. Ah, we got Tony Hawk in the building. Let's see. Maple Aviation says, big question here. If you want to answer it, did they exaggerate stuff with the Extreme Cheapskates show? Because I know these shows inflate everything. Okay, so I'll answer that. It's definitely something I've talked about in the past, but you know, the more we have people in here, I gotta revisit that question once in a blue moon. So it's not that they exaggerate things, but they obviously only have a very short period of time that they can film for. It's usually just a couple of days. So what ends up happening is they want to see all of your cheap habits crammed into 2 days. So some of the things in the show, it's like, yeah, I might do that, but I do that, once a month. Or I do that, every once in a blue moon. But now I have to show you guys the example, and it looks like, oh my gosh, he does all of these things in one shot? He does all of these things every single day? No, not every single day, but it might have appeared that way, if that makes sense. And it's not that it's fabricated in any way. It's just that for filming's sake, you have to show everything you do in those 2 days. Matt Seidel style. Yeah, no, I've never slipped off Matt Seidel style. He really ate it. He really ate it. Johnny Lopez says, I am the future Tony Hawk. Hey, man, big ups to you. Big ups to you. That's awesome. SWH City says, do I watch WWE? I do. I try to watch almost everything regarding wrestling. I'm a big, obviously not just a wrestling fan, but I feel like the more you watch wrestling, the more you learn wrestling. Emmett the Lego says, Roman Reigns versus Edge versus Daniel Bryan in a what? Emmett the Lego, I think you are tripping. You are tripping, bro. All right, I'm going to tweet this out that we are live right now. I like to put it on every social media platform, just kind of get the juices going. We are live. Come join us for the live stream. Come join us, and then I'll be putting this phone down, and we'll start getting to these topics of conversation for today. All right, let's do it. Phone down. Phone down. Actually, I got to do one other thing. I almost forgot. How could I forget? That's just crazy. All right, so let's start talking about the most important subject. Let me see. Are you going to be watching the UFC card this Saturday? No. I will not be watching the UFC card. I don't know what I'll be doing Saturday, but I'll be honest, I haven't watched UFC in a long time. Like, I think the last time I watched UFC, Forrest Griffin was there. Just to put it in perspective, the Iceman Chuck Liddell. It's been a long time since I've watched UFC regularly. If I had to choose to accept a contract between AEW... Okay, so if I had to choose a major promotion contract right now, if somebody said, all right, here it is, what's it going to be? It would be AEW. And the reason for that would be, with WWE, people come and go. A lot of times we never see people even make it to TV. But I feel like with AEW, I would get my feet wet to be on national television. After that, it's a little easier to, claim your stake as a professional wrestler and to really get picked up by other promotions. And that includes WWE. So I feel like getting my feet wet would be, on a national level, would be the most important thing to do. All right, let's see here. No worries, hero. Better late than never, man. No worries. Sammy B says, recorded a song over a beat that I produced myself. Oh, dude, I would like to hear that, man. I've always been terrible at making beats. Terrible. So that's awesome. Congratulations on that. Rocky says, AEW Dark every week beating up Lance Archer. Yeah, man. You guys like Lance Archer? I think he's pretty cool. You know what? Since we're talking about AEW, we'll start there. Let's talk AEW. Who's your favorite right now? Do you guys have favorite wrestlers in AEW? Do you even watch AEW? I'm a big fan of Dark myself, especially the commentary team. I feel like Taz and Excalibur, they really match well. It seems like they're just two bros, kind of just shooting the breeze about wrestling. But I'm a big fan. If I had to choose one person who is standing out to me right now in AEW, it's got to be Platinum Max Caster. I feel like he's doing his thing. Every time he comes out with the freestyles, they crack me up. I feel like he does a great job. He kills it. He's solid in the ring. He's also kind of weird. Like, there's something weird about sometimes his facial expression is so like... But that weirdness makes him different. So what do you guys think? Let's see. Merc Sniper says, my favorite in AEW is Darby Allin. That does not surprise me since you're such a big Jeff Hardy fan. Let's see. Essa Hendricks, How did I come to like wrestling? Oh, you know what? That's a good question, and I don't think I've ever answered that. So when I was younger, I didn't start watching wrestling until maybe I was 12, but I've had friends who watched that at like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But I started a little bit later. Actually, the first event that I saw was WrestleMania 2000. My cousin was a huge wrestling fan, and he convinced my grandma to take us to WWF New York. A long time ago. And we saw WrestleMania 2000, and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. I was always a big fan of superheroes growing up, so it was like superheroes brought to life. Superheroes in real life, which I thought was pretty dope. So after that, I became a wrestling fan, and it actually all started with Chris Jericho. He was like the first one that I was like, oh, this guy's interesting. Had the ponytail coming out of the top of his head, scraggly beard with this metallic jacket, you know, had the whole gimmick entrance theme. So that's how I fell in love with professional wrestling. Let's see, what else do we have here? Hendrix, let me know if you have any other questions about that. A great question. SHW City, I like Kenny Omega. How do you feel about him as champion right now? Is he doing his thing? Do you think he's upping his value as AEW champion, maybe upping the value of that title? Let me know what you think, City. Emmett the Lego says, my dream is to become the 24/7 champion. I don't know. I feel like R-Truth owns that belt. He is a 50-time 24/7 champion. That's just ridiculous. That is just ridiculous. Rocky says, how many of those... All right. So that's a question I get a lot. How many of those pop figures behind you did you buy? So if you watch the last couple of live streams, and I have a video called my Funko Pop collection, I talk all about the Funko Pops. I'll make it very, very short. I probably bought about 5% of them. And this is called Pop Filter Studios. One of the things I do for money is record artists in this recording studio. So a lot of times artists will bring pops here. My family and friends know me for having pops. So they just kind of, I get a lot of pops from people. Even people on this channel. Even people on this channel have donated to bring pops here. And as a matter of fact, since we're on the subject, when we hit 7,000 subscribers, I will be going into the store to buy a pop that you guys get to choose and add it to my collection. A very special pop chosen by you guys, the YouTubers. Okay. Merc Sniper says, I got into pro wrestling my freshman year. Cool. Parker says, is Extreme Cheapskates real? And if so, how did you get on the show? Somebody told me about it, and I looked it up myself, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And they liked me because they thought a pro wrestling episode of Extreme Cheapskates might be pretty cool. And that was it. The rest was history, honestly. Let's see. I got into pro wrestling from CM Punk. CM Punk was dope. The Fiend. What's going on, Fiend? Rocky wants to know, do I have any Gears of War pops? I have never played Gears of War in my life. Never played it. Hero wants to know, what did I think of Zack Snyder's Justice League? I haven't seen it yet. Have you seen it? If you did, let me know what you thought of it. Because I'm like, a 4-hour movie, it better be worth it. It better be worth it. Going back to AEW, so we have some people who like Kenny Omega, some people who like Darby Allin. I personally like Platinum Max Caster. Who do you like if you watch AEW? Is there anybody that's your favorite right now? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Let a brother know. Maria's in the house. What's going on, Maria? I'm doing beautiful. How are you? How are you? Hero says, Justice League, Zack Snyder cut is worth it. I'll have to check it out then. I believe you. I believe you. Rocky likes Sammy Guevara. Okay, yeah, he's a popular one right now. I could see that. What did you... Okay, so let me ask you this, Rocky. Did you want Sammy Guevara to turn on the Inner Circle? Or are you glad that he's still with the Inner Circle? Something to think about. Hendrix wants to know, what did your family think of you when you wanted to become a wrestler? So, ever since I was like 5 years old, I've always had an interest in entertainment. I wanted to be an actor when I was younger, and I don't think they were really surprised when I wanted to become a wrestler, but I think they were surprised at the accomplishments that I did have becoming a wrestler. If you don't know, I've had some great opportunities to win championships. I've wrestled WWE Hall of Famers, so it's been a wild ride so far, and it's not over yet. We got more stops to go, baby. It's not over yet. Let's see. What else do we have here? Hitman in the house. What's going on, Hitman? Long time no see. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Good to have you here. Let's see. I watched my favorite creep show last night, a.k.a. my favorite horror movie, Merc Sniper. What is that? Minecraft in the house. What's going on, Minecraft? Unpopular opinion. CM Punk is overrated, and I don't care if he returns or not. At this point, that's kind of how I feel too, but I can understand why he was popular at the time that he was. Let's see. Rocky says, honestly, I'm glad he's still with them. I think he'll break away when he gets really hot and become TNT champion soon. Rocky, I think you're on the right track with him. I think I see the same future for Sammy Guevara as you do. Hitman says, I like MJF's new group, The Pinnacle. What do we think of The Pinnacle, guys? We like The Pinnacle. Yes, no. How many titles have I won in every company combined? I've only won 2 championships. I've won a world championship in one company, and I've won what they called the Aggression Championship, which was similar to like an X Division type of title. Parker's in the house. Do I think I'm a better heel or face? So I've been asked this question before. I worked primarily as a heel while I was in the independent scene. I was a heel maybe 80% of the time that I wrestled. But I honestly think I'm pretty good at both. And I know that sounds arrogant, but that's just how I feel. I'm pretty good at both. Sammy B says, strawberries don't belong in salad. Stay tuned, because that's one of the important things we're talking about today. Minecraft King, hardcore wrestling fans are the only ones who care at this point. You might be right. Merc Sniper, Creep Show is a horror anthology. Oh, okay, I've never heard of it. I'll have to look into that. Hendrick says, do I still watch Daz Games? I don't watch everything of Daz Games. Sometimes I watch Daz Watches. I don't really follow too much of the horror games, but I do try to check out the Daz Watches. Alright, so we talked about AEW. Let's talk about another thing that we have on our list for today. Get those strawberries out of my salad, man. Listen, strawberries don't... Okay. I have a weird issue. I have a weird issue with certain food combinations. I don't like sweet fruit in my hot food. There are some exceptions. But, like, I don't even like pineapple ham. I don't mind ham flavored... No, sorry. Pineapple flavored ham. But I don't actually want to eat the ham and the pineapple together. I just feel like it's a gross combination. And it's the same thing with strawberries in my salad. No, I don't want... Get those strawberries out of my salad. I don't want you in here. You're not welcome here. I just feel like it's gross, man. I just feel like it's gross. Like, if I'm trying to eat some lettuce and some vegetables, I don't want strawberries in there too. Who thought that was a good idea? Disgusting. Get those strawberries out of my damn salad. Nasty. Nasty. What do you guys think of strawberries in the salad? I think it's wrong, personally. It's a crime. You should be arrested for it. Alright, let's see what you guys think about this. No strawberries. F that. Oh, no wrestling IQ with the super chat. Super chat. Super chat. No IQ with the super chat. Super chat. Super chat. No IQ with the super chat. Oh, 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 no IQ dropping that super chat. What? Dude, long time no see. Where have you been? I feel like it's been forever since I've seen you on this channel, man. I thought you disappeared. I was getting concerned. Oh, man. It is good to see no wrestling IQ back in the building. Yeah. Yeah. No wrestling IQ is back. Much love on the super chat, man. You know, it's always appreciated. Always appreciated. Yeah, that's awesome, man. It's great to have you back, brother. It is great to have you back. All right, so let's strawberries in the salad. Let's talk about it. No wrestling IQ. I'm curious of your opinion as well. Do strawberries belong in salad? I think no. Oh, don't even get me started on pineapple on pizza. We'll get to that in 1 second, too. We will get to that in 1 second, too. All right, so let's see. Let's see here. You'll become a monster from adding strawberries in salad. Probably. You'll probably grow like another foot. Like a foot out of your rib cage or something. Disgusting. Strawberries don't belong in salad. I agree, Merc Sniper. Minecraft King says nasty. I agree. I agree. Let's see. Do I... Okay, Parker asked a good question. Do I like strawberries and fruit salad? Yes, fruit salad's a whole other animal. I mean, you could put grapes, you could put strawberries, you could put I'm allergic to cherries, but, you know, cherries, if you like cherries, I'm allergic to kiwi too. But kiwi, pineapple, you can put all that good stuff in a bowl. A fruit salad. Fruit salad is different. But I'm talking about when you have your greens, when you have your tomatoes, when you have all that other stuff. Get those strawberries out of there, man. Come on. All right. Let's see. Most people say no. Is it just as bad as pineapple on pizza, says Merc Sniper. I don't like pineapple. Listen, if you're going to give me a slice of pizza... All right, let me say this first of all. I'm a New Yorker. Born and raised in New York. We love our pizza. And I'm sorry, we got the best pizza. You can't argue with a New Yorker on that. We got the best pizza. But if you put pineapple on my pizza, I will drop kick you so hard, like Maven did to the Undertaker in the Royal Rumble. That's how you will get drop kicked. Sammy B says, strawberries and salad taste like depression. I agree. Frickin' nasty, says The Fiend. I agree. Matt, when you return to wrestling, are you returning as a heel or face? Ooh, that's a good question. And we'll have to wait and see on that one. Because I'll be honest, I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. Strawberries on salad should be something you eat in jail. I agree, I say HW City. Whoa, no Wrestling IQ says, I'm going to WrestleMania. Dude, for real? You going to WrestleMania? You got tickets? Pineapple pizza is good. Don't front, says Rocky. Oh, no, Rocky, no. No. Maybe cranberry sauce on the salad, but no strawberries. Maybe, but even that, I'm like, ugh. I'd rather have like Thousand Island or something. Okay, Michael B says, what's your favorite topping to have pizza? I'm a meat guy, man. I'm a meat guy. Give me some pepperoni. Give me some sausage. Put some ham on that. Give me some meatball. Give me some bacon. Give me some chicken. Those are like my favorite toppings for a pizza. Minecraft King says, what's my least favorite fruit? Ooh. You see, okay, I love the taste of cherries, but cherries will actually like kill me. If I eat too many cherries, I will die from allergies. So, because it's a mortal enemy of mine, I'm going to have to go with cherries. Fruit salad is freaking great. I have it every night with my dad. Fiend, I agree. Fruit salad is delicious. Strawberries are yummy in salad, says Bob the Builder. Bob the Builder, can we fix it? No, we can't. Not with that attitude. Pineapple on pizza is a crime. Yeah, I agree. Hitman says the Bronx has the best pizza. I'm not going to argue with that, man. You got to go to one of the 5 boroughs for sure. Italy, am I a joke to you? Maybe. Maybe. If you put blackberries in my salad, oh, yeah, it sounds gross, man. New York pizza is good. Chicago deep dish is good. California is good. Okay, okay. I guess I'm going to prison for a whole... Oh, because Hawaiian pizza is amazing. I thought you were talking about fruit salad. No. Fruit salad is good. I love me some fruit salad. That's different. I'm talking about vegetable salad with fruit in it. Blech! Parker says, when's my next match? So, let's talk about this a little bit. So, we'll go from the strawberries and salad. We already talked about AEW. Let's talk about some upcoming series. And a series that I think you guys will love. I have a series coming out called How to Become a Professional Wrestler. The series is called How to Become a Professional Wrestler. And if you've been subscribed to for a while, you probably are familiar with the Freeway to Success. Make some noise in the chat if you guys remember the Freeway to Success. I feel like that's like an OG series that I had on this channel. And it was a really popular series. It probably was one of my more popular ones when I first started this journey as a YouTuber, if you will. But the Freeway to Success, man. The Freeway to Success. Hot Sauce Boss. Let's keep it appropriate, brother. Let's keep it appropriate, man. You know, I actually just made a post about one thing I don't like on this channel is bullying or hazing or even just being rude. It's one thing to... Listen, we all make jokes, right? We can all crack a joke on each other, but when it becomes continuous, when it happens over and over and over again, it kind of becomes like harassment. And we don't do harassment on this channel. All right? All good, man. All good. All right, so time travel. We'll talk about the Great Khali in a little bit too, man. We'll talk about the Great Khali in a little bit. All right. So Sammy, don't even give it back, man. Let's keep it all good. Let's keep it all good. Let's see. When everything gets back to normal, are you planning going in on any wrestling pay-per-views in particular, like showing up in person? Nothing specific. Nothing specific. I don't really like go to many wrestling shows because obviously it costs money, so I don't really like go in person. SKM, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Hitman says, I'm glad Kane is going into the Hall of Fame. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well deserved. Did you guys see Undertaker announced to Kane that he will be going into the Hall of Fame? That, man, listen. I almost shed a tear. That was just like, you could tell Kane was so overwhelmed with emotion. That was an awesome thing to watch. If you haven't seen the video, look at it on YouTube on The Bump. It was awesome, man. Yeah, a lot of people, yeah, I know. It was really emotional. Kane was like, you could tell he was choked up and he didn't even know what to say. It was like, and seeing, the big red machine just be like so shaken. It was crazy to watch. It was crazy to watch. All right. So, yes, I did want to say something about The Fiend. I'm getting surgery. Ooh, that sounds painful, bro. So, yes, good luck on your surgery. Hopefully it's have a speedy recovery. You'll be in my thoughts and all that good stuff, man, You'll come through. You'll be just fine. Making a monster, man. You got it. Let's see here. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about the how to become a professional wrestler series in a second. I just want to get to more of your questions here. Let's see here. Anthony Rivera says, what state do I live in? I live in New York, my brother. I live in New York. Christian Reeve in the house. What's going on, Christian Reeve? All right, Rocky. I appreciate you stopping by, man. Okay, Hitman said something that I completely agree with. He said he hates to say it, but when Kane unmasked, he feel like a monster aspect of Kane left. Absolutely. Absolutely true. I honestly feel like when Kane started talking more, he lost something. When he switched from the full mask to the half mask, I feel like he started to lose it. And then when he completely lost the mask, it was just like, he just seems soft. I know they went for like a crazier kind of Kane. Like I remember him electrocuting Shane McMahon in the, the private region, if you will. And I just felt like, yeah, he kind of lost some of his edge. My favorite Kane was the full mask Kane with the tank top attire. I thought he was so dope. He started hitting that clothesline from the top rope. I just felt like everything he did was awesome. That was my favorite Kane. Hot Sauce Boss says, when is the next Community Royal Rumble? It is the second week of April, probably on the earlier half, probably either Monday or Tuesday of the second week of April. Merc Sniper says, what's 9 plus 10? 19, man. 19. May 19th. Let's see. Can't believe Kane is going before The Undertaker. Christian Reeve, that doesn't bother me. There's a part of me that wonders if Undertaker will go in this Hall of Fame. Maybe he's like the main event person. But I almost feel like they shouldn't go in at the same time. But it doesn't bother me. We've seen people go in at some obscure times. Like Batista went in before Undertaker and Kane. Should have Batista gone in before Undertaker and Kane? Probably not. You know what I mean? I'm going to take someone's credit card and donate money until it's declined. Well, I want to say thank you, Bob the Builder. But I don't know if I should, man. I don't know if I should condone that kind of behavior. If you haven't already, make sure you go on and Hulk smash that like button like it owes you money. Give it, you know what? Give that like button a nice Great Khali chop. Bam! A nice Great Khali chop. Bam! Oop, I actually hit the camera. We're all good. We're all good. Let's see. Roblox in the house. What's going on, Roblox? I live in Maryland, 4 hours from you. Yeah, I've been to Maryland a couple times. Yep, about a 4-hour drive. Zeno's in the house. What's going on, Zeno? I'm pretty sure Mark wanted you to say 21. Did I add that wrong? Oh, okay. Christian Reeves says, thoughts on leg slaps. All right, so I'm going to get to that. I know I started talking about it before, but I am coming out with a new series second week of April, on the later half, after the Community Royal Rumble, it is called How to Become a Professional Wrestler. I genuinely feel like this will be your favorite, and probably my favorite too, series that I've ever done before. It's going to focus on two things. A, it's going to focus on, if you're interested in becoming a professional wrestler, what sort of things should you do in order to get there? What should you focus on as far as wrestling in the ring, as far as what you should be doing outside of the ring, as far as character work, as far as promos, as far as everything. Connections, how to talk to promoters, all of that good stuff. So it's going to focus on that, but it's also going to follow my journey back into the wrestling ring and just follow as I climb that ladder of success. So it's going to be doing both of those things, and I think it's something you guys are going to really enjoy. I think it's something that you guys have been waiting for a really, really long time. But yes, so second week of April starts the brand new series, How to Become a Professional Wrestler. Make some noise in the chat if you guys are excited about that series, and I'm going to answer some of your questions. Let's see. Let's see. Kane is falling. Powerbomb is better than the chokeslam because the chokeslam is overused. What is my stance on that? SKM, I will say this. Around the time of the falling powerbomb was my favorite version of Kane. I do think the chokeslam is overused now, but I don't think it was back then. Christian Reeve, thoughts on leg slaps? Let them do the leg slaps. I don't really see what the problem was. I said, apparently, I don't know if it was Vince or somebody else saw someone do a very obvious leg slap. But it's part of wrestling. It's like stomping your foot when you stomp somebody out. Or throw a punch. It's just what you do. Let's see. Undertaker would be the one talking about Kane. And I agree. That's probably what would end up happening. Undertaker would induct Kane. That's the only reason why I think Undertaker probably won't be in the Hall of Fame this year. More likely next year. Parker, have I ever been to Kentucky? Yes. Kentucky is where I had my TNA tryout. So I have been to Kentucky. I wasn't there for very long, but I was there. All right, so let's talk about it. Christian Reeves says, can't believe Khali is going into the Hall of Fame. So, for the past 24 hours, I've been posting a lot about the great Khali going into the Hall of Fame. I have to say this, get it out of the way. As a former world champion, he had to be inducted at some point in time. I was personally hoping he'd be inducted like 10 years from now. But they inducted him early. One thing that did annoy me is they inducted him on the same day as Kane. I'm like, you couldn't even give Kane 24 hours by himself to be like the sole inductee of that day? Come on. And he had to share the day with the great Khali. Come on. My issue with the great Khali was he was a terrible big man. He was a terrible big man. He couldn't bend his knees at all. Big Show, Kane, Great Khali. Khali does not he does not belong in that same category. He just doesn't. And I posted 2 videos on the community page. One of them was literally the Great Khali getting pinned by Cesaro and going 1, 2, 3 as he's getting pinned. He's literally counting his own pin. Now you guys might be like, oh, maybe he had to keep track of, when to kick out. He didn't kick out. So what's the point of counting? What's the point of counting even in your head if you're not going to kick out? Like, if you're losing the match, why do you need to count at all? And then another moment, he was in a over-the-top rope match against Edge. And I don't know if you guys saw it. If you haven't, just look at the community page. I posted a link. The Great Khali literally walks over the top rope and eliminates himself, technically, from this match. What? What? It's just so crazy, and I just can't even wrap my brain around it. I'm like, that really just happened. So just that alone, I'm like, how did you mess that up, Khali? How? Anyway, let me answer some more of your questions here. Anthony says, can you be my friend? Yes or no? Dude, absolutely. You're part of this channel, man. We're all friends, bro. Great Khali going to T... Oh, no. I hope Khali does not end up... I hope he does not end up in TNA. AEW or anything of the sort. Please pray for me and my family because we're being hit by a tornado. Ooh, Roblox. I absolutely hope everything ends up being okay. Hopefully, little to no damage. Hopefully, you guys are alright, man. Keep me posted on that. Hitman says, growing up, I always wanted to be a wrestler, man. I definitely understand that. It is a big dream. It absolutely is. Absolutely. Hopefully you enjoy the series then, Hitman. Because I actually think you'll really like it. Let's see, Zeno says, when are you coming to WWE? Only time will tell. Random Vids kid in the house. So what's going on? Do I still wrestle? You probably got the answer to that by now. If you didn't, let me know again. Christian Reeves says, I'd love to be a wrestling manager. I think I could pull it off. You probably could. You definitely have the personality for it. It's an interesting time where we're not seeing as many managers as there once were. Well, actually, that's not true. I feel like in NXT, there's a lot of managers. Sammy B says, I'm excited about the new series. Time Traveler is excited about the new series. Parker, I think I would try out for TNA again. I think there's a good chance that would happen again. I really do. My question was, what pay-per-view would you make? What would you name it? And what year would you want it to happen? Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. But I will say this. King of the Ring. I used to love King of the Ring. Back when it meant something. It doesn't really mean as much anymore. But there was a time where it was like, it really meant something. Christian Reeves says, I'm very happy that Eric Bischoff is going in. Yeah, for sure. Eric Bischoff. It's actually like, overall, this Hall of Fame class is pretty dope. Like, you have Molly Holly, you have Eric Bischoff, you have Kane, you have Greg Carly, and there's rumors that Rob Van Dam will also be part of it, which I think would be really awesome, too. Greg Carly is not that bad. What? Yes, he was. Oh, Kali or Walter. Now you're making me choose. I would choose Walter over Kali, for sure. Fiend says, I'm going to send you a question on Twitter. All right, no problem. Still don't understand why Kali is in the Hall of Fame. So as a former world champion, he was going to be in the Hall of Fame sooner or later. I was just kind of hoping it was later. And definitely not in the same day as Kane. Doesn't deserve that. Jude says, what's my favorite submission? So my favorite submission is actually the Taz mission. I always thought it was dope. I always thought it was cool that he choked people out. So the Taz mission for sure. If you guys are just joining this live stream, we have about a little bit more than 20 minutes left. Don't forget to click that like button like it owes you money. Shake that like, choke that like button. Choke that like button. Do what you gotta do. But make sure you hit that like button. Give it a like. As you already know, I appreciate the super chats. They make me dance. So if you would like to super chat, it's always appreciated by me. And yeah, let's keep this conversation going. We have some more topics to talk about. So let's see. Kali and AEW, no. Yes, I know. I agree. Hopefully not. Thoughts on wrestlers waiting to catch other wrestlers? Oh, okay, I see what you mean. To be honest with you, Christian Reeve, and I know you're a big AEW fan, I see it a lot in AEW. Like where they're like, that person's climbing. Okay, he's on the turnbuckle. Oh, he's doing a moonsault, so now he's got to turn backwards. Oh, he hit the moonsault. In general, I just think they need to do less spots like that. When it comes to wrestling matches, I have the mentality, the KISS mentality. Keep it simple, stupid. You don't need to be doing all that stuff, man. Especially when it seems like so set up. That's just my opinion. Hitman says, I'm glad Molly Holly is in the Hall of Fame. Good, good, good. Yeah, I agree, man. I definitely agree. Rob Van Dam, yeah. Rob Van Dam. The whole effing show. Walter over Kali any day. I agree. Let's see. Hot Sauce Boss, how dare you assault the ring general, Matt? You with your dirty, stinky feet and your sniff test. Listen. I know everybody's always like, oh, Walter's chops are so hard. So? So what? Who cares? Like, I've never been like, oh, you know why I really like a wrestler? Because he chops hard. Okay. So? Like, really? That's how you're going to try to sell me on a wrestler? Because they chop hard? Come on now. Hitman says, I always got a kick out of Taz. He's great. He is really great. Late time, what's going on? Welcome to the live stream. Yes, I am still cheap. Jude, if you keep spamming, I might have to kick you out of the live stream. I don't want to do that, Jude, so please make it easier on me. Make it easier on me. I like having you here. I want you here. Let's see, I'm going to answer a few more questions. Oh, for sure, I see it in AEW and WWE. Can't stand it. I know, it's terrible. It's terrible. Oh, The Fiend, thank you for coming. Jude just donated $1,000. That would be... Jude, if you donate $1,000, I might have a stroke. I don't know. Luke, who am I going up against? I'm assuming you mean on when I return to professional wrestling. I don't know. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Christian Reeve, there's more and more technical wrestling appearing in AEW, which is my favorite type of wrestling. Mine too. I tend to skip through a lot of the high-flying stuff. Yeah, I'm not a big fan, man. Anthony says, where in the USA do you live? I live in New York. All right, thanks, Jude. I appreciate it. All right. Okay. Oh, Jude, you're going to make me have to do it. All right. Sorry about that, guys. You know, when someone spams, I gotta do the move. Hot Sauce Boss says Drew Gulak, future WWE champion. You know, Gulak is New York native, someone who has a lot of potential. I hope they use him a little bit more. I would love to see him like as the United States champion or Intercontinental champion for sure. How much is TNA passing on you motivating to become a better wrestler and improve your gimmick? A lot. I'll be honest, Michael B. At first, it was... At first, it kind of hurt my soul. Like, I got discouraged. I got discouraged at first. It was one of those things I should have just been more motivated. It should have motivated me to push harder and to push through. But I really feel like when it happened, it was kind of defeating. You know, I was like, this is it. This is the moment. I made it. And then to know I didn't make it, it was just like, damn. But now looking back at it, I'm a little bit older. I'm a little bit wiser. And I think I'll be a little bit better. So I'm ready. You're getting like Matt version 2.0 going into the next go round. Time Traveler says, oh my god, I just watched Kali eliminating himself. I'm crying. I told you, man. Like, Kali was bad. I don't care what anybody says. Kali was bad. Push Ricochet. Hot Sauce Boss, I agree. Push Ricochet. Definitely. Let's see. Whipped in the house. What's going on, Whipped? SKM, my worst injury from wrestling. So, the worst injury from wrestling, thankfully, in my time wrestling, I've never been injured that bad. The worst thing to ever happen was I took a stiff forearm right to the jaw, and my mouth was kind of open, and I bit down on my tongue really hard. And when I opened my mouth, it was just like Niagara Falls of blood coming out of my mouth, dripping down my chest, down my stomach. It was so much blood that I closed my mouth right away again. And I was really concerned that when I opened my mouth again, a piece of my tongue would fall out. Like, I genuinely thought that. I was like, this amount of blood, there is no way I didn't lose a piece of tongue. So I went to the bathroom after the match. I was really scared. And I opened up my mouth. And thankfully, I did not lose a piece of tongue, as you guys can see. But my tongue was, like, swollen. It was massive. And it was to the point where I talked like this for a couple of days because my tongue was so big just from me biting down on it so hard. That's the worst. That's the worst. Christian Reeve, thoughts on Bobby Lashley being scared of McIntyre in the storyline? You know what? I was actually just having a conversation with about this the other day, Christian Reeve. I thought him being disappointed in the Hurt Business made sense just because, you know, they've been failing him, so he kind of put them to the test. So that I kind of got. But for him to go to the rest of the roster and be like, listen, who's going to take out McIntyre? I didn't think that was necessary. I feel like right now he needs to show his dominance. Minecraft King. I know. Michael Cole was so confused when the Great Khali eliminated himself. He was cracking up. He was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Was I sad that I was not going to the 2021 Rumble? No, Anthony, I wasn't sad. I wasn't sad. Khali was definitely in the top 10 worst wrestlers of all time. I'm going to say top 5. Maybe even 3. Minecraft King, it's time to make change. That's right, baby. That's right. Luke says, yo, Matt, quick question. Are you still going to be playing scary games in the future? You know what? I might on Twitch. What's the scariest game out there? The last scare game, or like, I don't know what you call it, like jump scare game I played was Hello Neighbor. SKM, would I ever change my finisher for my return? I really enjoy my finisher, so probably not. Let's see. Thoughts on Stan's wanting Sasha versus Bianca for the main event. So, here's my opinion. At first, I was like, no way. You gotta have Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre as one of the main events for that night. But then I really thought about this. When you win the Royal Rumble, what does that guarantee you? When you win the Royal Rumble, what does that guarantee you? Let me know in the chat. Oh, so that picture of the Great Khali that I posted, where he has like a giant nipple, it was a doctored photo. Somebody made his nipple look like that. That's not actually what his nipple looked like. But I thought it was hilarious. My finisher, Minecraft King, is... Okay, let me get back to you, Minecraft King. So Hitman just said it. A main event spot at WrestleMania. Yes, a time traveler, a title match at the main event match of WrestleMania. So I was thinking about it more and more, and I'm like, well, then technically, shouldn't Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks be the main event for one of those two nights? Yeah. So at first I was like, nah, Bobby Lashley and Drew, that's too dope. They have to be the main event. But the more I think about it, I'm like, no, maybe it should be Sasha and Bianca. Because that's what you're supposed to get when you win the Royal Rumble. All right. Let's see. So I'm glad we're talking about WrestleMania right now, because that was actually one of the other topics. And I think after this, we've pretty much gotten to everything. So cool. Perfect timing. So let's see. What else about WrestleMania? Before I start answering some other questions, what else about WrestleMania? By the way, congratulations, Christian Reeve. That is an accomplishment, my friend. What was better, Attitude Era or Ruthless Aggression Era? For me, Sid, first of all, welcome to the live stream, Sid. I would have to say the Attitude Era. That's just what I grew up on, so it's my favorite area. I'm also a character person. I enjoy big personalities in wrestling, and the Attitude Era is definitely the best, hands down, for personalities. If you're just joining this live stream, we have about 10 minutes left. Don't forget to smash that like button like it owes you money. Take that like button and shake it around. Do what you gotta do. But yes, let's see if we can get to like 30 likes by the end of this live stream. Why not, right? I always like little goals. They're fun. All right, what else do we have here? Ultimate Wrestling Fan, welcome to the live stream, brother. Am I looking forward to NXT TakeOver? Stand and deliver, absolutely. And I hope they do stand and deliver. I'm really looking forward to that, actually. I'm really looking forward to that pay-per-view. Looking forward to Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly. Looking forward to Karrion Kross and Finn Balor. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I was looking forward to. All right, time. Let's see, what else do we have here? Hold up, let me see. What else did we say? Minecraft King, but I feel like they are considering there's 2 Royal Rumbles winner next year. We go back to one night. But listen, and I hear what you're saying, Minecraft King, but in that case, they should be back-to-back matches. You know what I mean? So that's just, and because it is 2 nights, we can talk about next year all we want. But right now, we're talking about right now. Because it is 2 nights and there are 2 main event slots, shouldn't it go to the Royal Rumble winners? My answer is yeah. Time Traveler, indeed they say, but to be honest, it should be Sasha Banks and Bianca and Edge and Roman. Yeah, and I agree, Time Traveler. WrestleMania looks great from a work perspective, but poor from a storyline perspective, says Christian Reeve, and I agree. I feel like a lot of the matches just kind of feel like, oh, they were just thrown together, you know? Like there's no animosity, there's no tension, there's no reason for a lot of these guys to be fighting. It's like, what's the heat? What's the beef here? And they just feel like they're lacking that. Do I think Daniel Bryan should be added to the Edge versus Roman match? Normally, I would say no. Because I truly believe when you're the Royal Rumble winner, it should just be you. It is your time, your match. But I think Daniel Bryan has been doing such a good job at selling himself and making SmackDown a little more interesting and making the storyline a little more interesting, then I'm going to say, yeah, this is going to be an exception. Daniel Bryan is doing such a good job that he should be in that match. Let's see. Hey, Wreaking Havoc in the house. What's going on, Wreaking Havoc? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. I see Jude is spamming again, so we're going to remove Jude. Sorry, Jude. Don't worry. He'll be out of here in a second, guys. Sorry about that. Wreaking Havoc in the house. Good to see you, brother. Let me know how you're doing, man. I hope all is well during these times, crazy, crazy times. If you guys don't know, Wreaking Havoc was somebody that we never wrestled one-on-one, but we wrestled for the same promotion, East Coast Pro Wrestling, for a very long time. So it is good to see him. I hope he's doing well. Honestly, I don't like the whole two-night thing. It honestly ruins the main event match. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Sometimes by the time I get to the main event of WrestleMania, I'm like, oh, this show is so long. So I really don't mind two nights. I feel like it's cool. SKM, will I return as a heel or face? Only time will tell. I actually don't know. Yeah, sorry about that, Super Chicken. I took out Jude. Apologize for that, everybody. And if he comes in and does it again, then I'll just remove him permanently. I try to just do a timeout, give people another chance. But if he comes in and does it again, we'll remove him permanently. Ah, yes, Wreaking Havoc. I'm doing well, man. All is well. All is well. It's good to see you here. Let's see. CTB Gaming in the house. What's going on, CTB? What's up? How am I feeling Bray Wyatt's new look? Ask Time Traveler. I don't know. I mean, I feel like the look itself is pretty good. Like, it looks cool. But I'm kind of tired of the whole Randy Orton versus The Fiend storyline. And to me, I'm like, all right, what does it matter what the end result is? What's the actual stakes here? If Randy Orton wins, then maybe The Fiend leaves him alone? Like, I don't know. There's something about it that just seems, Let's see. Thoughts on Bliss and Wyatt. I'm not a fan. I think they're better on their own. I agree, Christian Reeve. I agree. Heel Matt Rivera is where the money is. Can't wait to hear your promo. So, and I'll talk about this a little bit, but I feel like whether I'm a heel or face, one thing I always felt strongly about is always having the same personality. It's just a matter of, am I with the people or against the people? But I feel like having the same personality is important. You know, some of the best baby faces, and this can work both ways, but in my opinion, some of my favorite baby faces like The Rock, Stone Cold, they were jerks. They were jerks. They weren't nice guys, but they were for the people, you know? So that was the difference there. Josiah's in the house. What's going on, Josiah? Let's see. We have just a little over 5 minutes left. Super Chicken says, did you know there's a rumor that The Fiend is played by Bo Dallas now? I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Wreaking Havoc, always around to support. Like seeing you do your thing. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Wreaking, are you wrestling for ECPW right now? What's going on with that? I'm curious. What's going on with that? What storyline do I like to see? So, if they could evolve, I mean, they don't really have much time left, but if they can evolve the AJ Styles storyline with the New Day a little bit, I would love that. I mean, it makes sense as a wrestler why he would be interested in facing the New Day, because the tag title is the only title he hasn't had. So it makes sense then he becomes a Grand Slam champ. You know what I mean? But I would like to still see some beef behind that storyline, man. Some heat. CTB Gaming. Oh, no, that was the question I just answered. Thoughts on WWE paying Bo Dallas to sit at home and not wrestle since 2019? It really depends on him. Listen, I'll be honest with you guys. Some people are cool with that. Some people don't care. They're like, I'm getting my paycheck. Psh, I don't have to injure myself. Psh, I'm good. But the people who are really motivated and want to make a name for themselves in this industry, that will really bother them. So we'll see what happens with Bo Dallas. Michael B says, what do you think Randy Orton is going to do after the feud? I don't know. And I feel like that's the whole point. Like, what does he do after? Beats me. Let's see. Was hoping TakeOver to take place outside using the Capitol Wrestling Center. I'm okay. Wherever they do it is fine with me. Let's see. Hitman says, which 3 wrestlers, you say, hold on, not enough money in the world. I'm not sure I understand that question, Hitman. Which 3 wrestlers you say there is not enough money in the world? He seems tough. I don't want to get hurt. Oh, what you mean? Which 3 wrestlers would I not want to face? Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is probably like number 1. But if I had to choose some other people, maybe Hardcore Holly. Maybe JBL. And it's not that I wouldn't face them. It's just that they have their reputations, if you will. Look up Diamond Kitty. She's a very good wrestler, says Hot Sauce Boss. Anthony Rivera. So I did tell a long story about that at the beginning of this live stream, Anthony, about how I got into the TV show Extreme Cheapskates. So when this live stream is over, definitely watch maybe the first 10 minutes, and I talk all about that. All right, Judah's back. We're just going to remove him. All right. Let's see. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see. You know what? Sammy B, I'll make you a moderator if I have to. I don't think he'll be back. There's only 4 minutes left, but maybe next time around, if he comes back, I'll do the same thing. Diamond Kitty is female Xavier Woods. What? All right, let me backtrack a little bit. I see some more people said things here. CTB Gaming said, do I think Rey Mysterio will have one more push? I hope so. Rey Mysterio and Jeff Hardy, I think, deserve one more push. One more. Just to kind of cement their legacies, you know? Minecraft King says, hopefully tomorrow on SmackDown they announce a ladder match for the IC title. I think that would be dope. I think that would be dope with like 4 to 6 people. Rican Havoc says, we are on shutdown for now. Till they let us go at 100% capacity. The fellas are working in Jersey for the time being. We should get back soon, and if you want a match, we can work one out for you. Oh, you guys heard it first. East Coast Pro Wrestling was definitely one of my wrestling homes. Probably my wrestling home. Rican Havoc, definitely take you up on that offer, my brother. Definitely take you up on that offer. You guys heard it first, man. We're talking wrestling right now. Talking wrestling. Wrestling returns. Christian Reeve, thoughts on WWE Network being absolute trash on Peacock? I haven't checked it out yet. I haven't got a subscription to Peacock. And I was using my friend's WWE Network, so we'll see what happens with that. Oh, okay. Hitman says Haku as one of the wrestlers. Yeah, that's a good one. As a wrestler, you'd be nervous to wrestle. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Time Traveler says, don't look up Diamond Kitty. Okay. All right. Little Sleepiest, why is he typing H? I don't know. If you guys don't know, Little Sleepiest won the raffle. So when we do the May Royal Rumble, Little Sleepiest owns that number 30 spot. That number 30 spot. So what a good chance Little Sleepiest has of winning the whole shebang. Yes, I know. So, you know what, guys? If I see that Jude comes back on the next one, this one's pretty much over, but for the next time, I will make someone a moderator, so that way they can kick Jude out if need be. Alright, so you guys heard it first, ECPW, I will be back, absolutely, absolutely. Alright, CTB Gaming, what kind of WWE Championship will Dominic win first? I would like to think the tag team titles with his father. That makes the most sense, right? Alright. A wrestler I'd never want to fight is New Jack. Yeah, he probably like stabbed somebody. I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on the last 60 seconds of this live stream. I want to just thank you guys so much for being part of it. Special shout out to No Wrestling IQ who dropped that super chat. I appreciate it so much. You guys know super chats make me dance. If you didn't know, make sure you like this live stream if you haven't already, because we're at the final countdown. And I will see you guys real soon. Make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed. All that good stuff. Tell your hot grandmothers about me. And I will see you guys real soon. I'm the cheapest wrestler in the world, Matt Rivera. It is time to make change, baby. Let's go. Catch you on the flip side.